Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be reviewing polymer notes I currently have. So we got one from Malaysia, we got one from Nigeria, we got one from Papuan Kina, we got one from the UAE, got one from Australia and from Canada. Now I just want to make things clear that two of these two are bought, except for these four, they are given. Else. This one is technically given because I found it, but I just asked my uncle for it, so let's just say it's given. So let's start with the Malaysian Ringgit note right on the top of the note, because it's the smallest one. So on the front of the note we have Tuanku Abdul Rahman Ibni Al-Mahram Tuanku Muhammad. He was the first paramount ruler of Yang di-Pertuan Agong of the Federation of Malaysia. As you can see right there, that's his portrait right here. I have an old Malaysian note from the 2000s and it's in a different design, but that's gonna be for a different video. So also in the front we see Hibiscus orosa sinensis, or in Malaysian as they say it's buang raya. I'm Filipino myself, by the way. So at the back we have a wow bulan. Sorry if I repeated it, because I think my pronunciation might be wrong. So here we have a wow bulan, which is a traditional Malaysian moon card. And right here, that is not Arabic, that is a text in Jawi or Jawa. I have no idea how you say it. And this is the logo of the bank, the Central Bank of Malaysia. Now we will get into the security feature. So up here, that is a see-through register, and of course the obvious security feature right here is this window right there. Polymer, so of course it's got a little flashlight, and shine it on, you can see that it becomes completed. If we do not point a light, it's just some random lines, but if we do point a light there, you can see it says number 1. My camera is not focusing, so sorry. And we got another feature here, which is called the tactile feature. Can't really feel this, but this is for the blind, they say. And speaking of tactile features, the nuts are in different sizes, so the blind people will extinguish it. And it's the same phenomenon for the next banknote, and we move to a different continent. We go to Africa, and we are in the country of Nigeria. So in the front we have the portrait of Al-Haji Sir Abu Bakar Tafawa Balewa. He was a Nigerian politician who is the first and only Prime Minister of Nigeria upon Nigeria's independence. So basically he was kind of the founding father, if you would say, but he was just the first Prime Minister of Nigeria upon independence. So at the back we can see Nuk Bukiti dancers with drums on the left, with drums right there. This is the Nigerian coat of arms right there, and the clear window is the security feature. Of course, clear window is actually the logo of the Central Bank of Nigeria that we can see up there again, and it also has microprint. I forgot to include the microprint, I'm so sorry, but in every of these banknotes, I think except for Papua New Guinea, they got microprint. Maybe Papua New Guinea also has microprint, I just don't see it, I'm just blind. And they also have a tactile feature up here, so if you touch this, that note can be distinguished. I don't know what to say now. Let's go to the next one. I'm so sorry for the complete silence. Anyways, let's go to the 5 Kina note right here. Now on the front we have a piece of a parliament building in Port Moresby. As you can see, there's not much information in here. I'm looking at ian.namister.com. There's not much in here. think if I go to a different one, it might give more information. But at the front we have a piece of a parliament building in Port Moresby. And at the back it simply says mask. I'm just gonna go to a different one and see if we could get more information. Nope, there's nothing. I'll need this one. So what is the security feature in here? So as you can see, this window right here and this one is a security feature, but if we like tilt this a bit, you can see it says number 5. I can barely see it. It's kind of looking like number 6. But if you have one and you kind of tilt this, you can see there's like, it says number 5. Okay, you can see it now. The camera can't see it. If we tilt it that way, you can see it. In here, there's also another one in here. It's like a watermark. So it's basically like, yes, it is a watermark. So there's nothing on the back, there's nothing on the front. But if you like point a light at it, you can see something at the back. And I like this note actually. I thought that was it, but there's actually more. And when you tilt this, it like becomes gold or something. Okay, you see the changes in color? That's green right there. And this note, I'm so sorry, this note is looking really like it's about to die. That's why I can't really feel any erased printing in here, but I'm pretty sure there is. So for the next note, which is just given to me recently, this is a 5 dirham note from the UAE. So in the front we have Ajman Fort, which is a double-story traditional rock coral and mud brick fortification in the center of the city of Ajman, which is in the UAE, of course. And there's actually a photo of this in real life, of this, yeah, the one in the banknote, they have a photo of this in real life. But the tree is actually cut off, and I don't know how they did that. And over here on the window we have a portrait of the first and founding father. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. The founding father of the UAE. His name is Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. He was an Emirati politician, statesman, and philanthropist who served as the first president of the United Arab Emirates from 1971 until his death in 2004. So basically, it's kind of like a authoritarian or dictatorship, since his reign ended when he died. And over here, we have the map of the UAE in the colors of the country. Same down here too. At the back, we have Ras Al Khaima's Dayafort, which is in Ras Al Khaimah. There's not much information about this, so sorry. So right here, this is a tactile feature. I thought it was like next to them or something, but it's actually a tactile feature. And for the security feature, of course, this is an obvious security feature. Right here is a see-through register. You can point a lot at there. You can see it's gonna be completed widely. And in here, when you tilt this the right way, you can see the word. You can see the letters UAE. There's also microprint. If you can just see, I can see it with the bare eyes. I think they also have microprint in Arabic. Yeah, right here they have microprint in Arabic. And right there in the middle, you can barely see 5. And over in here, of course that's really obvious, you can see it says 580. It's like the one in the paper, but they did it in polymer. You can see it anyways. I really like this note, if I'm going to be honest. Let's get into the next one. From the country where it all started, Australia. Now, this was given to me back in Christmas 2021. A 20 Australian dollar note, yes. They actually gave me 70. The 50 was new, but we converted it, unfortunately. My dad had a new 20 Australian dollar note that we converted, of course. So in the front, we have Mary Raybay, or Raybay. She was an English-born merchant, ship owner and trader who was transported to Australia as a convict. So this is where the jokes about Australia being just a prison goes, because, you know, there are a lot of British or English people, you would say, what do you call this, convicted, or like, there's a lot of British convicts who are deported to Australia, if you would say. Now at the back we have Schooner Mercury, which is the boat she was probably deported in, and this one right there is George Street building, which was owned by, of course, Mary Raybay, or Raybay. At the back we have John Flynn, who made who founded the Australian Inland Mission, which later separated into Frontier Services and the Presbyterian Inland Mission. And also, forgot to add that he was actually a Presbyterian minister, and he also founded the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Wait, okay, I'm just reading off Wikipedia and I'm probably reading it wrong. I'm so sorry to the Aussies that I offended out there. So, if you would notice that this window right there is a compass, it's because this and this, she was what do you call this? How do you say this? I'm so sorry. She is like related to a ship because she was deported through a ship, whilst this guy, well, Royal Flying Doctor Service, so you know, aeroplanes. That's why there's a compass right there. Of course, it's a security feature. Now, right here, they got a watermark, even though this is a polymer note, and they also got a see-through register. And they have a micro printing up here in Mary's head. If you can't see that, you probably don't. And for the last one, we have a more modern design, which is the one from Canada. They adopted this in 2013. I repeat, Canada did not make polymer notes. Australia did, that's why they got this old looking design. So yeah, as you can see, it says issue from 2013. So in the front we have Sir Wilfrid Laurier, or in French Monsieur Wilfrid Laurier. He was a prime minister from 1896 to 1911. It was actually kind of long. So I had the ianthemister.com ready with me. I mean, I also do my own research, but I'm just using this. So they got more info in the Canadian banknotes than the other banknotes. That's kind of unfair, if I'm going to be honest with you. So of course the text is both in French and English. So we have this okay, he didn't say, pretty sure he was the 7th Prime Minister. So in the window, in the security feature, in this where you tilt it and it becomes on. Yeah, we'll get to that later. So we got Mackenzie Tower atop the west block of Parliament in Ottawa, right there. And we got another portrait of him in here, but we'll get to that later since that's a security feature. So at the back we have Canada Arm 2 and Dextran. Yes, that's in French. So basically, this is another achievement Canada had. So I don't know where to go next. I don't really know. I just want to finish this because yeah. Anyways, so up here there's a tactile mark, or a braille we should say. That's the same in the new Australian notes, so if we touch here, you can feel that that's also the same in here in the UAE note, except it's just like become 1 or 2 dots. I mean, that still helps, but it's also in different sizes, unlike the one in Canada. It's also the same for Australia, it's different sizes, and they got tactile marks. Also the same in Malaysia. They had a job, they had a task failed successfully type of thing in here. So, for the security feature, of course, this is a security feature, this window right here, and when you tilt this, you can see a portrait of, well, Sir Monsieur Wilfrid Lawyer, right there. Actually, I got some details in here. So the stars in here are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 stars, and down there is the map of Canada in the globe. I love the details they put in here. Now, right here is another security feature. When we point a light at it, or a laser, or if we look through it with a small light, for example, just use a laser right there. There you can save 5 times. You can see there is some like, yeah, but no, just point the laser through it, and as you can see, it says $5. $5 down there. I like this note because it has a good security feature. I like this. So yeah, these are basically the polymer notes I have right now. I only have 6 polymer notes. I'm planning, recently I wanted a British pound note, and recently my uncle, who was currently abroad, he found like a stack of £50 notes. Unfortunately, he gave them to the well, not unfortunately, but fortunately, he gave them to the management, for the management to find the owner, and unfortunately, they haven't found the owner yet, but I really hope they do find the owner, because that's like £1,000+. And if they don't find the owner, I really hope they give the employees like £100 each. Anyways, that's the video for now. I will see you in the next one, where I talk about paper notes, which are in this little envelope I've made. I've also made a list. So like dollars, there's RM, there's Naira, there's Kina, there's Dirham, there's Dinar, and so on and so forth. Banknotes are in polymer and in paper. This is the end of it. I will see you in the next one, and goodbye.